honeys, welcome back. It's me, Jenny. How is everyone doing today? Okay, honeys, so I'm going to be doing a video today for you guys, showing you how I'm holding all my little things for junk journaling. How I try to keep it a little bit organized and try to maintain this area as neatly organized as possible. It is not an easy thing to do because, as you all know, junk journaling is something that if you do it, you know that everything you have is basically something that you want to junk journal, right? So you don't really want to throw anything away. So this can really get a little bit out of control if you don't control yourself in saving everything, right? So I know that two of you guys asked me in Instagram to do a video on how I'm organizing all my junk journals, so here it is. Okay, so you guys already know that this little section over here is all basically junk journaling. I did a video and I gave you a tour of my little junk journaling section and how I have everything kind of laid out for me. Today we're going to talk about this little suitcase that I keep all my junk journaling little essentials and accessories and basically everything. I keep everything in here. Now, I don't have this in any particular order. Basically what I do is when I get something that I want to either junk journal or maybe in the future want to do something with it, I put it all in here. These are all basically these like little things that you get when you either buy things at Michael's or like supplies. I mean, these are just really basic little leftover things from different projects. As you can see here, we have these gift cards that I absolutely love the background. These are all these little packages that you get at Michael. I'm sorry for the light, guys. That you get at Michael. So these are just little gadgets that I tend to kind of hold in here because I usually like to use them. So I basically put everything in here, not in any particular order. I just put them in size. So anything that's small goes in the front, anything that's medium goes in the middle, and so forth and so forth. And then you go, and you go on your way to a higher level. I have basically, I mean, I don't want to go through in detail exactly what I have in here, but I really basically have everything you can think of. I have a lot of advertisements in here, as you can see here. This is from the ice cream. I have some leftover music pages here. Let's see what else I have in here so I can show you. I have some map pages in here. I have some, here, let's take this out. Some advertisement from magazines. Just really everything, guys. Like a collective thing of everything. This is an envelope that you get when you order stuff from Hot Look. This is a memento little background. I mean, just like really miscellaneous things. So what I tend to do is I put everything in here that I want to scrapbook or I want to junk journal. Everything goes in size from small to big to medium to large. Now, because we all love to junk journal, this is something that keeps me a little bit organized because I need something that gives me some kind of limit, right? Because if I don't have a limit, then I'll have like gazillions of things everywhere. So my limit right now is this little suitcase. Anything that I put in the suitcase, I'm going to work with. If I am not able to fit anything else in the suitcase, then I know it's time for me to go through here, see what I want, get rid of what I don't want, in order for me to bring new stuff in. So that's a really good tip for you to get yourself organized, is give yourself a limit of space where you can put things away, and once that limit has been crossed, then go back, declutter, and then make room for more stuff. This way you don't have so many things everywhere, and you have control of what you have, really. So and that's really how I keep all my little junk journaling little stuff organized. I have here some die cuts, I have here some book pages, I have here some of these magazines that I like to hold on to. These are the Target magazines. I keep them here. And then I have some book covers that I'm eventually going to use. I keep them here. I have here some of this magazine pattern paper. I have here, this is actually from a chocolate. You see this chocolate that I got during Christmas? But what I like about it, I'm trying to fight with the light. What I like about it has all these illustrations of chocolates, so I think it'll be perfect for a junk journal. I also have some paint charts here that I can use in the future. Then we're going into the level that is a little bit more, you know, taller in size, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it, tall in size, I would say. These are the Target calendars that I love, the images, so I will definitely use this in like a junk journal spread if I can't. More book covers and just more of the miscellaneous stuff here. Okay, this is something that is in the opening. I can see it, I can play around with it, I can just flip through it, and I'm good. On the back is a different story. Okay, so on the back of this thing, I have these two folders that I got at Target. I don't know if this is familiar to you. If you shop at Target, it's probably familiar. What I keep in here are magazine clippings, anything that has to do with magazines, anything that has to do with like a book that I love. I keep them all in here, and this is a good way to keep yourself organized, because although I do have some stuff in here that I go through, this is more specific. This is more like more specific in detail. So when I say specific in detail, I mean the stuff that I have in here, I have them organized by different categories, right? So for example, the first category that I have here are all florals. So anything that I get from a magazine that has beautiful florals or flowers on it, I would definitely cut it out of the magazine and I will put it in here. See, this is all floral related images from magazines. You got this beautiful floral right there. You got this beautiful bouquet of flowers that I could definitely trim out and do, you know, a page on it. You got this beautiful scenery of flowers and grass, more flowers and grass, more beautiful flowers and grass. Look at this gorgeous image of flowers. Okay, so I think you get the hint, right? So these are all flower related advertisements or magazine clippings or whatever. That's on the first little slot. Now you have a few slots to play around with, so this is a really good thing to have. You can probably get this also at Office Depot or Staplers if you don't see it at Target. I haven't seen these like this size in Target for a while, but it is very easy to find. Okay, so that's all my floral clippings, right? The next one is all maps. See that? These are all map images. Okay, that's there. The next one that I have here are all sceneries. So any magazine clipping that I have a nice scenery, I will cut it out and I will put it in here. See that? These are all like really, really gorgeous sceneries that it just definitely caught my attention, and I had to cut it out and I had to save it. See? So all these beautiful sceneries are all in a little section. So if I'm scrapbooking something, and I'm thinking of doing like a scenery, I already know, okay, let me go to my little folder. I'll go to my scenery section and I'll pick out whatever I need. The next one that I have here is a really gigantic one, and that's all the food. I have all these food clippings that are just gorgeous. I'm gonna do a food junk journal book. I've been dying to do that for a while now, and I want to do that sometime this year. We'll see. But anyway, these are all like gorgeous. See, all gorgeous images of food that I have here that really caught my eye or catches my attention, and I put it all in this little separate little section for foods. Okay, so I think you have the idea, right? I think we kind of more or less have an idea of how I hold all my little clippings, okay? And then what I would also do when I have time, I would go through these over here, and whatever corresponds to the in here, I would just put in here. So if I have, for example, I don't know, most of the stuff in here don't belong in here because they're more like cardboard, more like book pages. There's not really a lot of magazine clippings in here because the magazine pages are very fragile, and if you keep them in here, you know, you going back and forth, you are going to be bending these pages, then your image is going to get destroyed and you're not going to really use it. So I really just keep these envelopes for magazines. It makes more sense to me to keep them in here, and it's easier for me to find. These are just more like, I don't know, like cardboards and like more like rough, you know, materials. Okay, so for the second one that I have here, I keep all my what do you call them, all my illustrations. Okay, I love illustrations. I already told you guys I'm crazy about illustrations, so I keep all my illustrations in the other little, you know, file that I have. These are all my vintage illustrations. You can't really see, but as you can see here, they're all like really gorgeous, like little illustrations that catches my eye, that I really love. Look at this, how cute. And it just, I really love it. So when I see something like this, I already know, okay, I have an illustration section. Let me go in, let me put it in here, and I'm done. Okay. The next section that I have here are all books. These are all book pages that have illustrations. So any book that I torn out that have all these illustrations that, you know, that the pages are big like these, I like to just put them in here as well. Makes it much easier for me to find, and the pages are really big, so it kind of fits in here nicely. Okay, all right, that's for. And then on the other little slot that I have here, it's all vintage. This is just a little vintage section that I find, like vintage magazines, and if I like these vintage look kind of pages, I'll rip them out and I'll put them in here. I still have a lot more room to play with. I don't have all these, like as you can see here, I don't have all these filled out, but I do have a nice selection, and I do like that I have them like this because it makes it so much easier for me to kind of craft, you know, and that's what you need. You need to make your situation easier, or else you'll just be frustrated. You won't want to do anything. So I keep this all the way in the back here of my vintage suitcase, okay, along with everything else here in the front. Over to this side over here, I just have little like tiny little miscellaneous stuff, right? So I have this book receipt that I bought while I was thrift shopping. I like to use this a lot in my junk journaling. So I have this here. I have some little envelopes that I also love to use. Then I have here some of these like paint chips that I like to use. I have them in here as well. Okay, and that's what I have in this little section right here. I really don't have that much more. I just have like a cream for my hands because it gets really dry, and then that's all I have. Over here you have like a little small box. You see this little small box right here? This is where I keep all the little smaller like images, right? So I just throw them in here. So for example, I have here all these little images that I like to cut out. For example, you have this gorgeous I don't know, whatever you call this, and then you have some of these cute little journaling cards. I have some of these what is it called, button cards. Okay, some tags from you know, items and stuff. This is a tag from a sweater, tag from one of the Tim Holtz things. Just miscellaneous little things. I throw them in here because they're small, they're tiny, and I could just lay them down in here, and then when I'm looking for something, I'll just go in here and I'll just start picking out whatever I need. Okay, and then I have also in here my little tags from my tea. Okay, I keep them in here because I like to use those a lot. Right next to me I have my little tea right here. I'll take it out for you because I know you can't see it. I have my little teas, all the little tea packages that I do, like when I die cut, when I tea dye my papers, I keep all these little packages. So I like to keep these handy. They're excellent for junk journaling. They're excellent for flip books. They're great for pocket letters. They're awesome. I love them. So I keep them here in a little corner, and it's neatly organized. And then I just have some more like leftover like miscellaneous stuff like cardboard. These are just for dimensional purposes, and some other tags. And that's really and then over here in the front I have all these like movie tickets and parking tickets that I like to save. I keep them all here. So, and then I have this, I don't know why I have this here, but I have this thing here. I don't know why. But anyway, so that's really how I keep all my junk journaling things. Honestly, this has been working for me very good. I used to have all my junk journaling everywhere, and when I say everywhere, I literally mean like everywhere, guys. And I soon found out that it was just stressing me out. I didn't want to do any junk journaling because I had to go to different places to look for different things. I had to kind of like really prep my project 2 or 3 days before I get to it. And then by the time you get to it, you're so exhausted, you don't want to really do anything. So this way I have everything all ready for me, opened. I'm looking through here and I find things that I want, and it's just perfect. I really love. And here, see, I have this box of tea. That's another thing too. Tea boxes are perfect to use for junk journaling. Just squish them down and you can add them to your little section. But anyway, so I wanted to show you guys how I was holding all my junk journaling stuff because you guys were a little bit curious. If you guys have missed the tutorial on this section that I have here and how I hold everything else that's junk journal related, I'll link that at the bottom of this video so you can take a look at that and maybe you could get some ideas from that. And that's really basically it, honeys. That's all. And this is basically how I hold all my little goodies for junk journaling. I also have 2 of these, which I don't have with me. I have it downstairs. But I have 2 of these baskets from the Dollar Tree that I also keep near this section. And that is for my scrap paper. So any like scrap paper, I put it in that basket. And it, again, it helps me to keep myself gives me limits, right? So if I know that I have this basket full of scrap paper up to the rim, I know I have to go in there and I have to, you know, declutter it and make room for more stuff. So that's another good tip. So I keep these two, I wish I would have brought it with me, but I keep these two baskets near me. One of them has like very pastel girly colors, and the other one has more like vintage darker colors. I try to keep them separately because if I want to, you know, maybe do a spread on something with pastel colors, I don't have to go through every single one. So I kind of like separate them to make my life a little bit easier. Okay. Alright, honeys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know I talked a lot, but I hope this is helpful for someone who is looking for solutions on how to maybe organize your little section. Again, this has been working for me for a very long time. I really do love this system. I'm not going to change it anytime soon. It works for me. I am able to find what I'm looking for, and it just makes my life so much easier. And I hope that you guys learn from this video. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. Let me know if this is helpful for you. Hopefully, if it's good for one person, I'm good with that. I'm happy. All right, honeys. Thank you so much for stopping by, guys. Thank you so much for your awesome comments and your fantastic, lovely, sweet comments. I have more things that I want to bring to you guys. I'm really happy that you guys are enjoying this series, and yeah, so I'll be giving you more information. Hopefully in another day or two I'll post another video for you guys. Okay, thank you so much for stopping by, honeys. I love you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Please be safe. Okay, please be safe. Be careful. I love you all. Have a fantastic weekend. Make sure you thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. We're very close to that 5,000. Whoop, whoop. Very close. Whoop, whoop. Okay, honeys. I love you all. Thank you so much for coming back and returning. If you are a new scrubby, thank you so much for stopping by. And I will see you guys on my next video.